We're live. Now, let's just see what the heck is this? Ask community. Get rid of this crap here off to the right. There we go. Okay, your comments are welcome. I haven't done a live stream for a while. I've been actually busy um, doing a lot of busy, but doing a lot of shorts on Wendy's YouTube channel, kind of keeping it going for her because she's even busier, and she won't be uploading videos, edited videos until the fall. So I've been doing a lot of 15-second shorts. I do throw a few long ones on there on Gulf Island Rock, but mostly shorts. Anyway, it's about 90 degrees out right now. It's 48% humidity, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a toasty afternoon here on the Rock. Every day it's been in the high 80s and or 90s, yeah, but with low humidity. So I just went down this morning into the lower garden on the south slope there, and I checked out some of the palms that I haven't looked at for a while. One of them was the palm, and it seems to be doing okay considering it's neglected. I checked out the Trachycarpus princeps. They're still alive and well, considering they have had no water. And needle palms, I do water from up in the upper deck, and it is like a jungle down there. And they're liking this heat. It's just keeping water and just keeping on top of the wall. That's the main thing. So things dry up on. So anyway, I'll get a little live stream in here before the accommodation guests check in and start sucking the life out of the internet. Right? So if you're in there, pop in and say hi. Don't be shy. My eye surgery went well. I went for laser surgery in this eye a couple weeks ago, and then in October I have to go for a new lens in this eye. So this one's had 3 eye surgeries already. This one I go for a new lens, so they cut the eye open, take the lens out, and put a new man-made lens in. This one's got a artificial lens in it, but it actually started fogging up, which they thought was behind the lens. The guy that I took the eye test from, a different guy, and he said it was behind the lens. And I went to the eye surgery guy, the doctor who did the operations. No, they did some tests, and they said the fog was actually in front of the lens, so they lasered. Now I can actually see. I couldn't believe it. I went in there not being able to really see out of this eye, and now this eye can actually see better than this eye. This one's getting a cataract in it, so I do have to wear sunglasses a lot because the sun does bother me. So anyway, I'll hang around here for a little bit. If you guys are in there, pop in and put bits in. We had a really crappy spring here, but we've had a really good summer so far. I've got lots of riding in. I've been I just went for an e-bike ride. Um, her e-bike just books it, man. Goes a lot faster than mine. We took a ride down to Fernwood Cafe, had a coffee, a couple of cookies, and went beyond that. And then now we're back here. So check out. Yeah, I did upload some videos on Gulf Island Rock of her e-bike. Her e-bike looks like a motorcycle. It's kind of cool. It's a crafty cafe racer. So anyway, I will hang out here until people come in. If nobody comes in, then I'll just shut her down. It's as simple as that. Drinking my nettle tea. And Wendy's over in the courtyard doing. Up, it's bright out here. If I disappear, my connection right now has been very bad. Very, very. Wendy had a tough time on the. There goes the stream in. Bad connection. Listen to the birds. Can you hear birds? Really crappy internet today. The stream keeps dying back. It's really, really bad about the internet when I was talking. Man, oh man. Holy macaroni, it is hot out here. Nobody in there yet. Compost bins. Anybody in there? Nobody in there. Bad connection. Bad connection. Oh. Well, you can look at palm trees anyway. There's your palmy background. Man, it is cooking. It is cooking out here. The quietest live stream I have ever done. Right here. Feel the difference in temperature when you step here, right? Just frickin' cooking. It is. It's really hot. Yeah, but it's kind of dead. There's nobody in there. 0 watchers, 0 thumbs up. Everybody else is maybe doing something else. Out. Maybe at the beach. You guys at the beach today? Good day to be at the beach. Ah, a question. Then the came back again. How about that? Unbelievable. Connection has been so crappy. I'm sitting under the shade of a patio umbrella. It is freaking cooking out here. It's about 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and last time I looked was 48% humidity. Wendy's in the shade doing art. So I've been uploading a lot of. I mentioned it earlier. Nobody was in there. One person there. I mentioned earlier. I've been uploading a lot of short videos, 15-second shorts, to Wendy's YouTube channel, Gulf Island Rock. So check those out. Go to Gulf Island Rock, and check out some of the short videos I've been uploading for her. I'm just kind of keeping her channel going because she's been too busy, and in the fall she'll resume to regular uploads. That's what she'll do. I'm glad I'm not working in this heat, man. It sucks to work in it. Not working in it's a good thing. Better not to work in it. I'm seeing a dead tree right there. I'm wondering which way that's going to fall. It's big. It's about 100 feet tall. Hopefully it falls that way. Otherwise, it's going to hit our house. That would suck. Come on and say hi. It's amazing these short videos I've been uploading for Wendy, though, on her YouTube channel. And I just uploaded an iPhone, which actually isn't an iPhone. The phone is not activated. It's just used as a computer because we don't get cell service here. And, some of these things, you put them on, they instantly get 5,000 views. I put one on yesterday. It's got 11,000 views. Hey, how's it going, man? I almost missed this. Yeah, I've had it going for a while because I've been doing a lot of things out here. So I just left it running. And I was just over checking out Wendy's artwork. She's in the courtyard doing artwork. So I think it's been going for 31 minutes now, this live stream. 31 minutes. It's a quiet day. Quiet day. Not a lot of people in there, right? Just you. You're the only one in there. Anyway, I was saying check out Wendy's YouTube channel, Gulf Island Rock, and watch her short videos. I upload a ton of short videos for every day. I'm uploading the shorts. Some of them get a few views, and others get a ton of views. So I uploaded one last night. It was yesterday evening. We're outside eating pizza, and listen to the ravens. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Dog eats piece of pizza at Barry's. 11,000 views it got last night. I put that thing on and it got 11,000 views. It's weird, the videos that get the most views, the ones you don't think they would, right? Hawaiian Supreme Pizza, 1,200 views. So bizarre. Girl loves her new stove. 1,000. Wendy just got a new stove yesterday. 1,400. Cedar log gets turned into tiki or something. 3,000 views. 4,000 cedar log gets 4,800 views. It's amazing. Short videos. Chainsaw tiki art, 4,400 views. 5,900 views on that one. And this is just yesterday. I put those on this phone. Yeah. How do you think a mountain coconut would do? I don't know. That's a good question. It may, with protection when it gets cold. They're still going to need protection this far north, I think. Anyway, the one that we have here, I ripped it out. It's gone. And I added some more waggies. There was 2 Trachycarpus wagnerianus I had growing beside it all winter. And then I added a few more Trachycarpus wagnerianus. Let me just look over the deck here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of them. There's 6 Wagnerianus palms in that garden where the Parajubea is. I have another Parajubea. I have a Parajubea in the greenhouse, and I actually had that one in the ground for a couple of years, but it was suffering because it was growing under big cedar trees, and they were sucking light. So I dug it back out. I put it in a pot in the greenhouse. That one is a seedling, and it's doing really well in the greenhouse, non-heated greenhouse winter time. But yeah, they might do a lot better in Tofino, Port Renfrew, Ucluelet, Bamfield, Cape Scott, maybe over on the far west coast of the Big Island where it is definitely milder. I was in Cowichan Lake last week, or Lake Cowichan, on a motorbike ride. There's some big palm trees in Cowichan Lake Cowichan, also in Yubo. Spotted one growing in Yubo. My buddy did, Scotty, when we were riding our bikes, which is past Lake Cowichan. And so it was down a side road, and we went down. I shot a video on Lake Cowichan, right in the town of Lake Cowichan. A couple of them are pretty close to the building, but they're doing very well. So yeah, mountain coconut are hard to get a hold of here, so you probably won't find anybody growing them in Tofino. How did I run into this live? You ran into it. Good. You're just cruising around Fisher Price, and you ran into this live stream. I've been live streaming here for just about 35 minutes, but I've been kind of, off and about in the garden. So the view has been of the palm trees behind me, and I haven't been in here. So there you go. It's pretty warm out here. It's 31 point something degrees Celsius right now, with 48% humidity. And I'm sitting under the shade of Wendy's new patio umbrella. We keep breaking. The problem is we keep them open, and when you get a bit of a wind, it'll blow them off the sun deck and bend them. So glad I did not miss it. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're here. So it's just luck, right? It's just luck. You cruise through, and there's a live stream going. So I went down to the South Slope garden this morning, and I was doing some weeding. The Trachycarpus princeps are doing very well. The seedlings I planted beside the jubea froze at the end of December. So Jubea's gone, but the 2 little Trachycarpus princeps are doing even better now that the Jubea is dead. And the Jubea was small. It had just a small trunk on it, about like that, dead in the winter. The Butia cross Sagaris is doing okay. I did do an update video on that. Needle palms are thriving. Camarops down there, there's sable miners all over. All that stuff is doing good. And I'm happy to see that the Trachycarpus princeps breezed right through that cold snap in December, not even phased at all. The other day, 98. Wow, yeah, that gets hot there. It gets way hotter in Port Alberni than here, man. Way hotter. Colder winters, hotter summers, because you're inland. Cowichan Lake, same. But it's hotter in Port Alberni than Lake Cowichan. It definitely is. That's always the hot spot of Vancouver Island, and one of the colder spots, too, in a bad freeze. But I'm sure there used to be some palms I used to see growing in Port Alberni, but the last time I went to Tofino, I saw the palm trunk. It was dead, and it froze. It wasn't this past winter. It froze a winter, maybe a few winters ago. But you probably know of some palms growing there, maybe in sheltered spots. There are palm trees in Duncan, too. Duncan tends to get a little colder, too, and because it's a little bit in from the water. But there are some palm trees in Duncan, too. I've seen them. The other day, Port Alberni, wow, 70% humidity. Yeah, we didn't have that here. We didn't have the 70% humidity. Thank God. That's high humidity. That's too high. You'd be just sweating. Yeah, like I say, I'm glad I'm retired. I don't have to work in the heat. And we went on an awesome motorbike ride the other day. We went to Lake Cowichan. And then we had breakfast at the River Cafe. They have really good breakfast. I had eggs Benny, and I think Scotty had the really good bacon breakfast with pancakes. And then we rode on to Yubo and did some palm spotting. You can see all the people going down the river, Cowichan River, in their tubes. And then we went out to Genoa Bay. On the way back, it's near Maple Bay. We went to Genoa Bay, and we had some nice calamari at the Genoa Bay Cafe. 98, 70s. That was pretty tropical. Yeah. No, that is hot. That feels tropical. Plants would like it. That's for sure. I wouldn't necessarily like it, but the plants would love it for sure. Your palm trees and some of the like southern magnolias would like that. And any other heat-loving plant and high humidity loving plant will love that heat and humidity. Like a jungle, eh? Yeah. Anyway, This garden, this year, I think our garden has done the best of any other year. This year, it looks absolutely jungle-like. The winter didn't have any effect on it whatsoever. That last week of December, we had that 1 week of freezing temperatures. A garden is unbelievable. Everything looks fine. Like I say, we lost the jubea, lost a little brachia. These are small palms we lost. Unfortunately, the parajubea was a pretty good size, but I didn't have good feelings about it anyway. I knew it was a short-term palm. I've grown them in the past, and they've died. Smaller ones. They're just not a long-term palm here. So I was expecting the worst. I thought maybe because I wrapped it with burlap, it might maybe pull through. And the thing, it didn't. But the date palm beside it, the Phoenix canariensis, pulled through, and it's actually sent out a center spear. So I'm going to do the same thing with that date palm. I'm going to just cover it with a bucket. I put a bucket over top of it, and it's amazing that it actually survived that 1 week of cold temperatures. The lowest temperature on the south slope was 17.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Up there was 20 degrees Fahrenheit up there, and the far away, 200 feet away, up on top in the upper garden, which is up way up high. Yeah. Yeah, the mountain coconut. The thing is, though, with mountain coconut, believe it or not, they're from a cooler climate up high in the Andes. So I don't think it gets baking hot up there, and I don't think it gets that cold. Maybe -4, maybe -5. I think at the worst, at the lowest, and it probably doesn't last long. If it gets down to -5, it probably bounces right up above freezing. As we're here, when you have a bad freeze, it gets down to -5 Celsius. The daytime temperatures might only get to 0 degrees Celsius or just below 0 degrees Celsius, and that's what does in those palms. So if our freeze was -5 degrees Celsius and the low was, and we got up to like 6 or 7 degrees Celsius in the day, it probably would have survived. But unfortunately, this far north, the temperatures don't work that way. But anyway, a real coconut palm, Cocos nucifera, would like that. The tropical coconut palm would love that Port Alberni heat and humidity. Absolutely. They love that. And you've got warm soil right now. Apparently, there's a heat warning in effect for the southwest coast. Tomorrow is tomorrow the last day? Tomorrow is the last day of August. Man, unreal. Would have been my mom and dad's wedding anniversary today. They would have been married for, if they were alive, 64 years. They're married in August 30th, 1958 in Vancouver. Before I was born, they were married 6 years before I was born, something like that. Wow. That's unbelievable, man. Long time. Thank you, but I have a heat pump. Yeah, heat pumps are great. Heat pumps are all. We don't have one here. We have a fan in our room, and we keep the window open. Like I say, we're close to the water here. We're only 900 feet from the beach, so with the window open, and today we're not getting a breeze. There might be one. I'm not seeing a breeze here. No breeze today. But if I was right down beside the ocean, we'd definitely be getting a breeze. And you can certainly feel it when you ride your bicycle or motorbike. So we went on an e-bike ride this afternoon, Wendy and I, and just drive down the road by the water, and it cools off. It cools off amazingly when you drive right down by the water. It's a big difference in temperature. It's probably a few degrees cooler right beside the ocean. So on a hot day like this, that's the place to be. And we've been actually swimming in the ocean here. It's actually really nice. The water's warmed up nicely on the west side. So you can see those videos. I think I've uploaded some on this channel. Might be some on Wendy's channel too. I'm not sure. I forget what I upload. I upload so many bloody videos. So anyway, I'm going to the mainland in a few weeks. I'm going to go to my aunt's 100th birthday. So hopefully I will check out some of the palm trees in downtown Vancouver, because Phil, my buddy Phil, Foodie Phil, wants me to go on a e-bike ride with him around the seawall at Stanley Park. And hopefully we can boot over to Beach Avenue where all the palm trees are, and I can shoot some videos of those palms. That's all right. You can say thank you. I mean, thank God. Heat pumps are good. You know what? My next door neighbor, which quite a ways away from here, she put in a heat pump last year, and they are amazing because in the wintertime, a heat pump will take the cold air and make it warm. In the summertime, it takes the warm air, makes it cold. My mom and dad had one of those in Duncan, and it was just absolutely awesome. It really, really was a nice thing to have. They're expensive, But if you can afford one, man, it'd be great to have for sure. We just have the upright oscillating fan blowing on our bed, and right now it's feeling pretty warm out here, man. It's cooking. So we've been going for 43 minutes and 45 seconds. It's well, I'm glad you're in there. Thanks for stopping by. I hope your gardens are thriving. I have to water every single day. I water early in the morning. I mean, when I was working, I'd come home from work and I would water the garden after work, and it's just, I couldn't water it the way I do now. I can actually spend a little bit more time because I was in a rush. I was more routine, and now I'm less routine, except for watering the garden in the morning. And soon, I mean, hopefully give it a few weeks, things will start to cool down in the morning and there'll be less evaporation, and maybe don't have to water every day, maybe every second day. It's a tower fan. Yeah, it's like this. It's like a long narrow one, and it can oscillate if you wanted to, and it works really well. Wendy bought it a few years ago, and it's nice. Sleeping in our room at night isn't that bad. The coolest part of the building here would be the accommodation down on the far end of the house. It's really cool down there because it's on the lower level, and the tiny we have another one too. It's very cool at our other accommodation too. They're a little bit closer to the water, and they can open up the windows, get a little bit more of an ocean breeze. That's on the other side of the property, right? So, but the tower fan seems to work good. Um, Not often you need an air conditioning here unit on Salt Spring Island, but once in a blue moon, we had that heat dome last year, last June, which absolutely was insane, and I don't want to ever see that again. To me, extreme heat is as bad as extreme cold. It's just as bad. You can't function in either. I'm listening to the woodpeckers in the background. Lots of woodpeckers. So what's new in the garden? We've got myrtles blooming. Wendy's hydrangeas are still blooming. We have hot lava. Butylon has been blooming forever. Roses are blooming. What else is blooming in this garden? We've got some black mondo grass. Hey, cow, come here. You want to say hi? I hear Wendy in the courtyard. She likes it in the courtyard. Yeah. Greetings from Boise. Hey, Gem State. Good day. I bet you it's really hot in Idaho. I bet you it's frickin' cooking. If it's 91, 92 degrees Fahrenheit here, you guys got to be hotter. And you guys get the low humidity too. A lot lower humidity than here. So we're about 48%. And it's up there in temperature right now. I have a swamp cooler and gas furnace, but don't work with humidity 70%. So that's pretty high humidity. And if the temperatures are up there, I mean, you probably got 100 degrees Fahrenheit there, I bet, where you are, right? It's warm here for the island. I mean, I'm good at 22 degrees Celsius, but it's a lot warmer than that. But like I say, don't get me wrong, I like the heat if I don't have to work in it. 100. Whoa, man, good for the palms. You know what likes those? Sable Minor and Rhipidophyllum hystrix loves that Idaho heat. I was down weeding around the needle palms because we have some really nice needle palms growing, and they're thriving, man. I water them every single day. Oh, you got to see the chainsaw trachea. That chainsaw trachea is freaking growing like a weed, man. You got to check it out. Maybe I'll do an update on it soon. It's just unbelievable. That is hot. I know Idaho. I'd love to go to Idaho one day. I really would love to see Idaho. That's one of my favorite places to talk to too on my two-way radio because I don't often get to talk to Idaho. They call that close skip, close communication, and I mean people in the southeastern states get to talk to them all the time on their two-way radios. But me, it's a treat when I hear Idaho. And it's probably about a month ago I worked station or two in Idaho, and I come in real good. I was working. That's on my other channel, Jungle Joe C Video Gates, and I was working a few stations in Northern California, Southern California, Coastal California, and Southern Oregon. Just in the vehicle the other day. Do you think a sable palmetto would survive? Yeah, but it'd terribly go too slow. The problem is with Tofino, they don't have the heat unit, so winter's maybe not cold enough to kill it or damage it, but it wouldn't put out a lot of fronds each year. It'd probably exist, maybe even decline from the lack of heat units. You see, you're better off growing something like that maybe in southern Tennessee, maybe southern Arkansas, if you want to experiment with something, because they get the heat units over Tofino. This some sable miner at garden producing tons. Oh, cool. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've had them flower here before. I've never had seed on mine. There's a guy south of Vancouver that grows them, Charlie. His name is In the Palm Society, and he's had seed on his sable miner. It gets hotter. He's about 25 miles southeast of Vancouver, and they get a little more heat units out there because they're in from the water. And he's got a nice clump of sable miner. I got a video of them here on this channel. But we have a lot of sable miner in the garden. They do okay here, and I don't really care. I mean, if they flower, they flower. I just like them because they're a nice palm. If I got seed on them, hey, that would be an extra added bonus. It's like I've had needle palm flower here too, but I don't know if we'd ever get seed here. Maybe. It'd have to be a really hot summer. It'd have to be every single day like this in the 90s, and we don't get every single day in the 90s. It's been lots of days in the 80s, in the lower 90s, and high 70s. It's been a warm summer. It's been a nice summer, no complaints. It has to be because the spring has been so crappy. We had such a crappy spring. Hey, Wendy, I think your guests are here. They must be. Wendy's got accommodation guests checking in. Yeah, my needle pinto windmills. Oh, cool. Yeah, they would love the heat there, man. School is coming close. I'm glad I'm out of school. I've been out of school for 42 years. Yeah, needle palm would love Idaho heat, man. I was thinking the other day when I was harvesting potatoes. It's the only thing I can really grow in the garden, kale and potatoes, because I know Idaho is like potatoes, known for growing potatoes. They grow amazing potatoes. So I planted all these potatoes in the spring, and they're these like kind of like banana-shaped potatoes. They're like the best potatoes. So I think next year I'm going to do the whole garden in potatoes. I'll leave the kale, little rhubarb in there. There's a couple fig trees down there, and I think I'm going to do it all in potatoes. School is coming. I used to hate that when school, like you'd watch TV and God, the back to school ads were on. It's like, oh man, summer's over already. You know what I know? You know here the sign that it's the end of summer is when the crickets start making noise, and there's crickets here now, and then there's termites that start to fly around. That to me is an indication that summer is getting close to the end, and you know the days are getting a bit shorter now. Still beautiful out there. I'm up early in the morning. Wendy's up early every morning too, and I love mornings. I get out there early, water the garden, listen to the birds. The tree frogs are starting to make lots of noise. So, you know, I can't complain. It's been an amazing summer. I'm looking forward to going to Port Renfrew with Wendy. We're going to go to Port Renfrew sometime in the fall. So stay tuned for some videos of Port Renfrew. I'll take some more palm seeds out there and scatter them around. Crofton Ferry, right. Oh, wait for the, oh, you're at the Crofton Ferry. You're waiting for the Crofton Ferry. Is there a big line up there? Or are you coming to our B&B right now? You're coming to the B&B. Cool. It's pretty toasty out, eh? Probably a little cooler waiting at the ferry if you're down on the dock because you got the breeze off the ocean. Tons of flies come out in the late summer. Oh, flies. Yes, sir. Okay, right on. I thought, yeah, I heard the dog barking. I thought you guys were checking it right now. So, well, it's only a 20-minute ferry ride across. I don't know when the next ferry is. I haven't looked at the schedule. So, well, when you get here, if you want a quick garden tour, I can show you around the garden. It's a big garden. It takes time, but I can whip you through the garden because we don't have guests in the lower one right now. So I can actually have free range of the garden. It kind of sucks when we have, and it doesn't suck, but I can't show you the whole garden if we have guests down at the other B&B because I don't want to invade in their space, right? We should be on the next ferry. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, when you get here, if you want to check out the garden, because I know you guys probably want to go for dinner or something, I can whip you around and show you what we grow here. And tree fern is absolutely thriving. It's actually pumping out new fronds. Sometimes at the end of summer, you might get one or two. There's several fronds unfurling, and it's really a happy camper this year. I've been soaking it every morning. My Princeps seeds have started. Oh, cool. Right on. Mosey, Tracky, hybrid combo. They look like. Oh, nice, nice. Love the Princeps. I was looking at our Princeps today, and they're doing fine. We have 2 seedlings in the ground. I had those in a baggie, and they weren't doing anything. So somebody said, throw them in the ground. I threw the seeds in the ground beside the Jubea. The Jubea dies in the wintertime. The seedlings of the Princeps are about this big, and they're thriving. They are still unloading on the Croft. Oh, okay. So you'll be on the next ferry. Awesome. Right on. Well, we'll see you when you get here. So if you come down, I don't know which way you're coming. Come up Vesuvius Bay Road till you come to the 4-way stop. So when you get off the ferry, go straight to the 4-way stop, hang a left at the 4-way stop on North End Road. Then it puts you on North End Road. Go all the way up North End Road, and then you'll see the two. You know our address. You'll see the tiny houses on the left hand side. We're about 8.2 kilometers north of the four-way stop on the left hand side. You cannot miss it. There is a palm tree growing in front of the tiny house, right? When I was a kid, I was bothered by back to school. Oh, I hated it, man. I just don't like back to school. But yeah, whatever. Well, you can go up Sunset too. You can. So you'd have to pass the first B and B, because don't turn into the first driveway. Then keep going past it till you come into the tiny house. Yeah, because the first B and B, you'll see my silver truck parked in the front. So don't go into that driveway. Go into the next driveway on the right if you come up the Sunset Way. So if you get off the ferry, you can actually hang an immediate left up Sunset Drive. That'll go up all the way around. Once you get to the north end of the island, it wraps into our road. And then we're 1 kilometer north of Southie Point. You come up and we're on the right hand side. But like I say, make sure you pass the first driveway where you'll see the address, and then you'll see my truck in the driveway, little Mazda, silver one. Past that driveway and go to the next driveway on the right. They have Long Beach. They have a Long Beach development plan. You know what? I'm done kind of with Tofino now. I love it there, but I don't really go there anymore. It's too busy for Wendy and I. So we like to go to Port Renfrew now. So the last few years we've been going to Port Renfrew. It's so commercialized and busy in Tofino. It's kind of turned us off. It's kind of like Ganges. Ganges is like a freaking metropolis, and it's beautiful, but it is very touristy. It's packed with tourists, right? So we live on the quiet north end of the island. Thank God we're 11 kilometers north of Ganges, and it is so quiet up here. It's like we're a million miles away from that down there. And I like Tofino, but I like the peace and quiet of Port Renfrew. It's not developed yet. Yet. I hope it doesn't ever turn out like Tofino. Uculet's nice too. There's less to do in Uculet, and the beaches are nicer in Tofino. But you know what? There's nice beaches in Port Renfrew too, and there's a lot more space and less people. And there's no stores really to buy stuff at. There's a grocery store. There's the general store. There's Tommy's Cafe. There's a gas station, and there is a little restaurant down in there somewhere near the water. And there's an ambulance fire hall, and then there's the pub. There's the Port Renfrew pub, and that's about it. Are energy prices also going reduced? Oh yeah. Well, you mean energy prices? Well, electricity? No, our place is pretty economical here. It's actually our electrical bill's pretty cheap. It's gas prices that are through the roof here. So when I went past the gas station today, the cheap grade of gas is 192.9 a liter. That is the that's the cheapest grade of gas, 1.92.9. So just about $1.93 per liter, which is pretty expensive. And in my bike, in my Harley, I always put the high grade gas because it'll ping if you put it's not good for it to run that crappy gas. But in my truck, I run the crappy gas. I think we'll be riding our e-bikes a little bit more. Wendy's got a great e-bike, and I have an e-bike now. And like I say, we went out for a ride this afternoon, and her e-bike books it. Her e-bike's got way more power than my e-bike, but that's okay. We do the pedal assist thing, and I really like e-bike. And so if the price of gas goes any higher, might have to do more e-biking. You're both petrol cars and home price. Yeah, our home electricity's not bad. We don't heat our house with electricity. We heat with wood. We do wood heat, which is way better. It's cheaper. That's right. It's cheaper, and it's a nicer heat too. So we have a wood stove, and it cranks the BTUs out. So that's how we heat. I split a lot of firewood every year. We haven't had any trees cut down. Oh, no, we did. We actually did have some trees cut down in the spring. I think Wendy got them cut down late winter, early spring. And I did a lot of splitting and stacking. So we have our wood for this year, but we have to get our wood for next year. 4-lane beachside road called Sunset. Really? We have a sunset road here. Sunset Drive. We have Sunset Drive on Salt Spring. We're on the very north end of the island here, so when you wrap around from our road, it goes right into Sunset Drive. It's quite nice. Actually, Salt Spring Island's a pretty nice island to drive around. Not the best island for bicycling, though. They kind of promote it as this bicycling island, cycling island, but the curves, like the how do I say, the shoulders, it's very narrow roads. There's not a lot of bike lanes here. Like there's some near Ganges, but up on this end of the island is quite sketchy for riding a bike. So when we ride from our place down to North Beach Road, we stick to the really edge of the road, And then we go down a quiet beachside drive, which is like a 1 minute from our road, from our place here. And then we go along the beach. It's absolutely beautiful. They actually got nice bike paths in Tofino. Really nice. I love them. They're pretty amazing. So yeah, I don't know when the next. The thing is, the prices in Tofino to stay are really expensive too. So we found a really nice spot where we like to stay in Tofino, our secret little spot, and it's we get to bring our dog, and actually we get to bring our dog when we go to Tofino too. But the prices have skyrocketed in Tofino, like I think doubled. So we don't bother going there anymore. Might as well just stay here, right? And like I say, Salt Spring's a beautiful place. We live right across the street from the beach, which is nice too. And not a lot of people know about our beach. I will tell the B&B guests about our beach. They want to go to the beach. If they're young and fit, they can get down to that beach. If they're older people, probably not so easy to get down to that beach. Boardwalk, beach. Oh, that'd be cool if they put in palm trees. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm getting hungry. We had such a good pizza last night. Oh my God. Wendy and I went to Uptown Pizza last night and we sat out front. We had the hot wings, buffalo wings. Then we had the lemon pepper wings. And then we ordered a large Hawaiian Supreme pizza. Oh, they make really good pizzas. Gem State Tropics, you are amazing. It's still special medicine. Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you what, dude. Thanks, buddy. You know what? And subscribe. You guys subscribe to Gem State Tropics. Don't comply to the nonsense. So I'm going to tell you what you do. So there's a really good guy to watch. It's called War Campaign. Okay, it's a YouTuber called War Campaign. That's the name of his YouTube channel. You got to watch this guy, Gem State Tropics. He was a border guard. He was a customs agent at the border crossing, and I think south of Vancouver. And he lost his job because of the BS mandates. And he tells you not to comply to any of the nonsense. They will threaten you. They will do scare tactics. Don't comply to the nonsense. What you have to, I watch these videos. So they'll bring you in, they'll ask if you're, jabbed, and you say no. Okay, we want you to talk to a health officer. That's what they're going to say to you. And you say, I respectfully decline. Respectfully decline. Then you say to them, are you guys detaining me? They can't detain you. No, we're not detaining you. Okay, am I free to go? They can't detain you. If you got a passport, you can move freely between the countries. They may give you a fine. Never pay the fine. You don't even have to pay the fine because I'll tell you what, Wendy's niece got a fine when she went into Pearson. Our good friend got a fine when she came back through Peace Archers in Sedona, Arizona for 6 months. She lives here in Salt Spring. They slapped her with a $5,700 fine in January. They have not even contacted her yet. It's all scare tactics. Do not sign the ticket. Do not do anything like that. Just don't comply. And I know people that go back and forth through the border all the time. They just don't comply to the nonsense. It's all unlawful what they're doing. You got a passport. You're a free American citizen. I'm a free Canadian citizen. Travel where you want to, buddy. Imagine Salt Spring Island became developed. Well, there are developed parts on Salt Spring Island, but Gem State Tropics, I would love to meet you sometime. And if you come up here, I will give you some palm seedlings and some seed to take back because I would love to send you some, but they're getting so sticky at customs now, and I cannot ship seedlings or seed through eBay anymore to the States because the last 3 orders they've confiscated, and it's a real bummer because I pay for shipping and this and that and the packaging and all that, and then I'll get a message from the guy that I sold them to, the customer, hey, the package came and it was empty, and there was a letter. You know what? There's nothing. They've confiscated the goods. It's like it's a real shame because most of my customers were in the U.S. I've shipped uh, palm seedlings and seed to every state in the U.S. except Hawaii. I've shipped them to every state, no lie, except Hawaii. And I can't do that anymore. So I have to ship only through Canada. I can ship to Europe still. They haven't confiscated them yet to Europe. But what a bummer, man. The seeds are clean. I wash the palm seedlings. They're bare root. So if you come up here, dude, and visit me, I will pull out some Salt Spring Island palm seedlings for you, and you can smuggle them back. I'm sure you'll get them back, right? Me, if I try something like that, I don't know, maybe I look a little sketchy. They're going to take them away from me. Last time I came back from Hawaii, they emptied my pockets. I had to go through the full body scanner, and he said, empty your pockets, because they could see there's something in my pockets full of palm seeds. Wendy and I cleaned up so many palm seeds. We took the husks off. I had Wadicea bifurcata. I had Cygrus romans-ophianum. I had some Washingtonia seeds. I had Livistona. I had Prochardia. I had, what else did I have? I had a few other ones, and they took, I'd empty my pockets out, put them in a bowl, and they took them all away. I was so freaking upset. So you ever make it to Salt Spring Island, buddy, and we're not that far away. Idaho's not that far away from the Gulf Islands. Remember, we're in the same archipelago as Washington State, San Juan Islands. I wish we would break away right now because I'm not liking the way things are going with the dictator, and we would just become part of the U.S. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd have my Second Amendment. I like the fact that the U.S. has the Second Amendment. I got the U.S. flag flying in my room. I like the way the U.S. does things. I don't like the guy running your show. He's an idiot too, just like the guy running our show. But I like the way certain states do things. Right? I'm happy. I would be happy to be part of the U.S. right now. Yeah, I would live in Idaho for sure. You know what I mean? Southern Idaho, I bet you'd be pretty cool. And I know there's mountains there. There's lots of lakes. I think Idaho is probably a very beautiful place. I've talked to Idaho many times on my radio, but I've never been there. I think Wendy's been through Idaho. Wendy's been all over the states. Wendy used to live in North Dakota, and I probably said that to you guys before. When Wendy was a kid, she lived in North Dakota, and she went to school in North Dakota because her dad worked at a university down there. So her and her sister and her mom and her dad lived in North Dakota. I wish she still had her green card, because then me being married to an American, I could move to the States. Maybe I could move to Hawaii. I like Oregon too. Oregon's a pretty cool state. I think if I lived in Oregon, it would have to be Brookings, Oregon. Brookings, Oregon's a pretty cool place. Anyway, appreciate that, Gem State Tropics. And War Campaign, okay? That is the name of the YouTube channel you have to watch. Oh, there's also another guy you got to watch. He says it like it is. It's front page news. He puts on the daily news every day, but the real news, and it's called Front Page News Canada, all right? Front Page News, that's the name of his YouTube channel. You'll absolutely love it. No BS, not like the crap they're putting on mainstream media. So I'm kind of done with this. I see people walking around today. I'm sitting at the coffee shop with my buddy, and he points out a guy. Look at the guy walking by in his face diaper outside. I was at Beachside last week for this big gathering, a ton of people there. There's a lady sipping on her coffee, tons of people all around her, pushed up against her. She takes on her coffee, her face diaper, has a drink of coffee, puts it back up. Yet she's totally surrounded by people that don't have them on. How's it going? You're gonna go for a walk. Nice day for a walk in the forest, right?
Yeah.
Krista's gonna go for a walk in the forest. Say hi. There's Krista. She likes to walk, and she likes to walk our dog, which is cool too, because Kahu likes to walk, and she likes to swim. That girl swims year round. I tried it one time with her on the west side. It was February, and I don't like cold weather. Amazing fishing and camping here, I bet, man. But some palms. Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? That's fine. That sounds like a nice place to me. Idaho is a place that interests me. You know another place I really like? It's coastal Alaska. I've been up there 3 times. Coastal Alaska is absolutely breathtaking. And it's beautiful, man. It really is. Lots of lakes, lots of uncharted wilderness, probably lots of Bigfoot hiding up there too. And it's I remember the last time I was there, there's these kids fishing off the bridge, and the river was going out into the ocean. They're pulling out these freaking huge salmon right off the bridge, man. It's like unbelievable. Lots of salmon up there. Yeah, I bet you it's a beautiful place there. Herb Garden. Idaho has Zone 7A. Yeah. Oh, I bet it does. Yep. Sable miner, needle palm, hey, and even Trachycarpus fortuni. If you give Trachycarpus fortuni help, they should grow there. And I think Gem State Tropics is probably growing some. There's a guy in Nova Scotia, and he messaged me on eBay, which was kind of weird. And it's the guy that claims he grows palm trees for 20 years in his garden, no protection. So I says, prove it to me. I want to see these palm trees. He says, they're way better than any of the palms we grow here on the coast. Okay, there's my seed-grown palms. Been in the ground a long time. No damage. They don't get damaged here. So he says to me, I'll send you pictures. So he sends me, how was your walk? She's a fast walker. She's a speed walker. She already drove to the trail and she's back. So you know what? So this guy sends me a picture of these palm trees, 20 feet tall, flawless. And I noticed in the background there's this clump of huge Camarops humulus. I said, there's no way, no hope in hell that is anywhere in Nova Scotia. I'm not stupid. So I posted the picture in my Facebook group, people who love palm trees and exotic plants. What are you doing, little snorty dog? You want to say hi? So I posted the picture that he sent me and people who love palm trees and exotic plants. This is a group that has over 13,000 palm nut members worldwide. And I says, what do you think of this picture of palm trees growing in a guy's garden in Nova Scotia with no winter protection? And somebody said, that is an internet picture from a nursery somewhere in Europe. And I can't believe the guy actually sent me that. And I knew it wasn't taken in Nova Scotia. Like, why lie? Like, I don't like BSers. I just can't stand people that lie, you know? Some C9 lights on the coldest nights, which, yeah, that's awesome. You know what? C9 lights are good. I bet you even C7s are good too. Trachycarpus nana is the most hardy. Is that right? I've never had luck with them. I grew tons from seed, Trachycarpus nanus, and I don't know if they dried up. It wasn't the winter that got them. It was just maybe the lack of summer water where I had them. I grew a bunch of them. I actually even sold some too. That's the dwarf Trachycarpus. Trachycarpus fortunae here is foolproof. Trachycarpus Manipure does well here. Trachycarpus wagnerianus. Trachycarpus hybrids, which is wagnerianus. Fortunae. Trachycarpus tequil. Fortunae. Trachycarpus nova. Cross waggy, we have no problem. We have a lot of different hybrids. And Trachycarpus winson. Cross Fortunae. We have so many different Trachycarpus hybrids. It's crazy. But I think, you know what? I bet you Gem State Tropics, you could probably even get by with C7 lights, which are a 5 water. Hey, there's Miss T.
Hi.
Miss
We're
Tree.
gonna go for a walk. Are your guests, our guests?
They're on their way.
Okay.
He just messaged me. He's
Perfect.
watching the live stream.
Okay.
They're on the Vesuvius Ferry.
Okay. So, but Chris, so you're here.
I'm
We're
here.
just gonna go for a walk.
I'll give him a garden tour.
Okay, sounds good. Good idea because we're.
Right on.
Okay. We're just gonna go walk.
It is hot. It is cooking hot here. See, I'm going to go just check out the temperature. I'll be right back. Hang on there, guys. Hey, Gem State Tropics, message me in a private email, and I'm going to send you a couple of stickers from Salt Spring Island, okay? Since I can't send you palm seeds. So my email is, let me just write that down. Write this down. Hopefully I don't get too much spam because of this. There's my email. And so you email me there and give me your address, your mailing address, and I'll send you a couple of cool stickers from Salt Spring Island. I wish I could send you seeds and palm seedlings, but you know what? They're going to intercept them at the border and they're going to incinerate them. Trachycarpus nana. Have a great rest of you. Thanks a lot there, Triple Oaks Nursery. I like the name of that nursery. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream for a while on here. I do a few on Wendy's. Check out Wendy's channel. Thanks for joining in, by the way. Check out Wendy's channel, Golf Island Rock, and check out the short videos I've been shooting. I do the 15-second shorts. They're kind of fun. I've been shooting a lot of those every day, and some of them really rack up the views for it. Remember, Golf Island Rock is Wendy's channel, and I did when we were riding our e-bike, so you can check out her e-bike. I was behind her, and she went whipping past me. DM on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Send me one on Instagram now. Yeah, for sure. You could do that. And just your address, your mailing address, and I'll mail you something. I can drop it in the mailbox tomorrow. I'll get you a couple of cool stickers from Salt Spring. A really cool one, a bald eagle. Wendy designs the stickers. They sell them on Salt Spring and in the gallery. It's a bald eagle, and inside its wings are the Southern Gulf Islands. And then another one that's kind of cool. It says, Aloha A, Canada's Hawaiian Island, Salt Spring Island, it says in the middle. And it's got palms on it. And we have the Hawaiians here. You've seen my videos, so I can send you that one too. You'll be the only one in Idaho with that sticker, I'm sure. Those stickers. So yeah, message me on Instagram and I'll check it out after, and I'll grab a couple of stickers for you, and we'll get those off in the mail. And I appreciate you watching the live streams and contributing, man. That's awesome. Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate it. I'll one day get a new camera too. because I'm using Wendy's camera. And when I scrape up enough, I will get another camera. I'm not going to get a super high end camera, but just the Canons. Did you see the video I shot the other day? So 2 nights ago, I went down to Fernwood Dock. When you have a towel, you're going swimming.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a walk.
The water's nice too. So the other night I was at Fernwood Dock, and bye, ladies.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Are you going swimming too?
No, I'm probably just gonna put my feet in the water.
Say hi.
I don't like looking at the camera.
What? You're fine.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
See you later.
So you're gonna check.
Yeah, I'll hear them come in.
Brianna.
I forget his name.
I don't have.
Is it Blaine? Maybe.
You
Might
have
be.
Blaine, though.
So anyway, Wendy, I'm going to get a couple of stickers and I'm going to send them to Jen State Tropics. All right. He's a good guy and he's always on my live stream, so we'll get you stickers. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so I'm down at Fernwood Dock. No problem, Gem State. Appreciate you coming in here to the live stream. So anyway, by the way, too, before I get into the dock thing, I had eye surgery in this eye 2 weeks ago. I had laser surgery. And you know, it's funny. So I go into the eye surgeon's office and they do the laser. They did a bunch of measurements for this eye because I got to go in for a new lens in October sometime where they cut your eye open and they put a lens in. I already had that one done here, but it fogged up, which they thought was behind the lens. I went for an eye test to another guy, says behind the lens. So when I went to the eye surgeon over in the Big Island, they did an eye test. He says, no, the fog is actually in front of the lens, which is kind of weird. And it's funny. So it was like really blurry. So they lasered it out. And now the left eye is better than the right eye. The right eye actually has a cataract forming in it. So they're going to put a new lens in for me. So they measured me up for a lens for this eye. So I'm going to get the same lens as that eye. So I wish I could shoot a video of that. It'd be freaking awesome. So anyway, back to Fernwood Dock. So it was around 10 o'clock at night. Or maybe it was 9:30. I don't know. You'd have to watch the video. The video is on Gulf Island Rock. I only had Wendy's iPhone, and it's got a crappy camera in it. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So I'm standing on the Fernwood Dock, way out on this pier, long pier to nowhere, pitch black except for these little LED lights on the dock. And I'm looking up at the stars because I love to look up at the stars and look for satellites. And I see this thing coming from a distance from the northeast, right? As high as a satellite. I don't know how high satellites are. They what are they, a couple thousand miles up or something like that? Do you know how high a satellite is? Are they a couple of thousand miles up in the space there? And it looked about as high as a satellite. And then I'm looking at this thing as it gets closer, and it's shaped like a hexagon, and it's got lights around it, and they were pulsating, and it had two lights in the middle. So I'm trying to zoom in on with a stupid, crappy little iPhone, and I'm explaining what I'm seeing. I don't even know if my good camera would zoom in that well. I mean, it might have been done a better job than the iPhone, but I was testing my eyes. It's like, am I actually seeing things? So I'd cover up my right eye, and I'm seeing it out of my left eye, and I'm still seeing what I'm seeing. Then I covered up my left eye, and I could see out of this one, but it was still fuzzier because this one's getting a cataract. And says, so I'm really seeing. My mind is not playing tricks on me. I don't know what I saw. So I see this thing coming by, and then it kind of stopped. It paused for like a second, but then it just kept on going. But it wasn't going very fast. But it had to have been massive. If this thing had to have been massive, if it was lower, it would have been a huge size object because it was so far away, and it was still, fairly good size looking at it. But you could clearly make out the lights around the outside of it, and it was in the shape of a hexagon. It was so bizarre. And yeah, I told Krista, man, that's a UFO. Well, a UFO is an unidentified flying object. I don't know what I saw that night. Was it an alien craft? It was really bizarre. And that's the third time I've seen something crazy like that. The other ones weren't shaped like that, but the other two times I had witnesses. The first time I saw something like that was in January 1978, and my dad and my sister saw it with me. And then the second time would have been around 1990. And one of the guys I work with spotted it about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then we shut down all the machines and we're staring at this thing, which seemed like eternity, but it wasn't that long. And then it just buggered off, right? So I don't know what I saw that night, but that's when it paid to have a really good camera, instead of this crappy little iPhone. This is a crappy little iPhone. and it's not actually even an iPhone. The iPhone is deactivated because we don't have cell service here. So this is what I've been uploading videos to Wendy's YouTube channel with on this thing. So I shoot the shorts, go to Wendy's YouTube channel, Island Rock, and check out some of the short videos I've been shooting. Today I was actually riding my bike, good thing didn't wipe out. And like I say, Wendy comes whipping past me on her bike, and I'm videotaping, but it's only a 15-second short. I did actually shoot a little bit longer one too, but it was kind of sketchy and dangerous what I was doing, right? Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys coming into the live stream. I should get off of here pretty quick. We do actually have a B&B check-in, and I'm going to put this crap away. I'll put the computer away and get ready for the check-in, and hopefully they check into the right B&B, and then I can give this guy a garden tour. A lot of people want to see the garden when they're here. Even if they're much into gardening, they see what we're growing here, so they like to look around the right plants that in your climate. So we know there's no trick to these, right? There's absolutely no trick to Trachycarpus fortunae. Uh-oh, there it goes. It just went the stream. So anyway, guys, have a great day. What's left of it. The time here is 5:22 p.m., and it is a toasty day on the rock. Thank you, Gem State Tropics. I'm going to go get some stickers right after this, and I'm going to go to Instagram later tonight. I will get your address, and I will send you some stickers from Salt Spring Island here in the Gulf Islands. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate everybody in there and your contributions. Thank you so much, Gem State Tropics, and we will see you all next live stream. All right, cheers and aloha from Salt Spring Island. Thanks for joining in, buddy. And yeah, like if you go to the border, don't buy into the crap, man. I'm ready to travel now. I'm done with these mandates and crap that the dictators have put into place. It's absolutely unlawful. And I'm not going to buy into it, and I'll never comply to bullcrap. I will never, ever comply to nonsense. I travel around freely. I got a passport, and I will use it. It says right in the passport, you can travel freely in and out of the country. So just don't comply to the nonsense. You say you respectfully decline. And then you ask them, are you detaining me? They can't say they are detaining you. They say no. Okay, then I'm free to go, and then just walk away. That's all you do. Watch the videos. War campaign. Watch the guy's YouTube videos. He was an ex-customs agent at the U.S.-Canada border that lost his job because of the BS. So he says it like it is, man. Awesome channel. War campaign. You'll like him, man. He's a very good guy, and he's like-minded. All right, take care. We'll see you next live stream. Have a great night, everybody, and enjoy the heat in Idaho. Cheers.